my God, Granny, you have the air conditioner up so loud again. I know. My phone is going blank and then turning itself off because it's too hot. Okay, so we're just gonna stop in the middle of everything here. Really? Oh, okay. Come on, my friend. Maybe not. That's interesting. All right. We're gonna go to Vance Creek. I don't know if we're actually gonna go and metal detect. I haven't decided. I'm feeling like, let's go home and go to sleep, which is not good. I know. Lazy woman. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just like wiped out, guys. I know there's no good reason for it, but I am. Let's go down to look at Vance Creek and let's go down to the end of our road and see what that's looking like. My big truck. Oh. See if this doesn't perk me up by the time we get to Vance Creek. I don't know if it will or not. Oh, big truck's trying to turn. He's from the country. I know he's in a GT, but he's from the country. That's the Country Boys GT. Why do I know that? Because he left so much room for the truck. Turning, going straight. My turn. There we go. Oh my gosh. I got a dragon fruit refresher made with coconut milk. It's gonna wake me up here hopefully in a second. I just craved it, so I got it. Shouldn't have, but I should have done was eating that. I gotta figure out what I can eat when I'm out with those guys that actually feels good. The kind of restaurants we're going to. One of my favorite tree houses. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Sorry about the noise. But you're getting messed up, baby. Getting too hot. You're too hot. Not really a car for sale. I used to always want old cars, but I don't anymore. Well, there's just a problem. You got worked out in the parking lot. Do it, dude. Do it. You're healthy, man. This is my town. Can you figure that out? No, I don't actually live in Elma. I live in unincorporated Grays Harbor. My city is Elma. On my address, it's Elma. But if it's the fire department or the police department, it's Grays Harbor, which is no close to me. That's the sheriff. He comes from far away. We're right next to the police department here, which is just 2 exits down from my house. Thank you for visiting Elma. Bye, Elma. So Vance Creek actually has 2 ponds, lakes. One is completely closed at the moment. The other one was closed last minute, so the other one's still open, but they always have algae blooms and stuff. People fish there all the time. And then the end of this road is where my road. This is Wenzel Slough Road. I live on this road. This road used to go to my house. It doesn't anymore. Take you down to where it doesn't anymore. Take you down to the end. That's how it's doing. So here's the first pond over to our left. There are ponds over to the right too. Oh, it's open again. It is open again. Yay! And then here's the second one. There's ones over to the right too, but they are private. Can't go further. Stupid dog parks going on. Yeah, it stands pretty a while ago. You guys might remember the bathrooms weren't up. Looks like they've been working on them. That's nice. Still not that much. So Wenzel Slough Road is the road I live on. Some of the dogs are shut out in the car. Come back in. People do the weirdest things here. I think we can turn this down for a little bit. Right, just for a little bit. Yeah. People come and walk all the way around this lake. There's a path all the way around both of them. A person sleeping at the lake. Private lake. Keep out. Don't worry, sweetie. We're not going in your lake. A lot of people fishing. Dude has like 4 poles out. Wow. I think you're over your limit, my friend. Not my business. I don't care. 25. So I know there's a sheriff down this road too. I would just impress me if they ever fixed our road. That would be pretty actually rad if they would. Just need to put in a big bridge. But they won't do it. No, they won't. There's the sheriff. He's leaving his house. He lives down this road. So this is the Blackberry Hollow. It's supposed to have gifts and stuff. It's called Blackberry Hollow. It's a pretty house. Road closed to through traffic. That's because the road doesn't go through anymore. This bridge is dying too. This bridge dies. Mr. Sheriff doesn't get to go home anymore. See again, up to 5 feet. See the flood marks to the left? Let's get this going again. We're overheating. Sorry about that. It's kind of too early for that. It's going to get loud. I'm sorry. Let's circulate the air in the car and see if anything moves. You guys have been down this road before. I just like to come check on it. I dream that one day they'll fix the road and my house will continue to go through. It's a really pretty area. On my part of the road, there's only 3 houses. Turning and turning. See a few little turning pools in there. They're always dangerous. Turn it down a little bit. I'm not going directly on the side of the road. What river is this, Grandma? This Chehalis River? The other river sets up. All the land to the right of me is all posted. No hunting, no fishing, no nothing. Stay the hell off it. Looks like there's actually a little lake over there too. Oh, or is that part of a creek of some sort? I don't know. Up here in front of me, it's the sheriff's house. Yeah, that's the first one that belongs to the sheriff. One of the many. Ooh, big pile of wood he has going out there. Chop up that wood, baby. Yeah, so see, this little road used to meander all the way to my house. I keep coming down and checking it out. So, there's an old gentleman in the house down here too. I saw him getting the mail one day and I was like, oh my gosh, please don't fall over. He's walking so bad. And at the very end, I don't think anybody lives there anymore, but somebody has to own it. Everyone's like, oh, go mail, take do what you want, doesn't matter, nobody cares. Thing is, really honestly, we're losing our road right there too. It really is the truth. Nobody cares. I mean, I wouldn't go where the sheriff's posted no trespassing. I think that's all his land. There are people like that. The little man lives here. But I don't think anybody lives in the last house. And also, what's up, buddy? Also, down here is a right-of-way for hunters and stuff, but, you know, they posted, right here is a right-of-way for hunters. They posted that there's been a lot of reported sinkholes and stuff out there. I would love to know the texture on this, but I don't know. I don't know. And this still looks like somebody could live here, but nothing's moved in this house forever. So I don't know. Maybe it could be I've noticed. Maybe it's just someone who lives only here during summers or something. All of this floods, man. All of it floods. But there's a lot of acreage over here to flood. And when you look at the dips in the hills and stuff, when I look over to the right, you could end up in some very, very deep water. But this over here is what keeps things from flooding over at my house. There we go. Here's the end. And I am pretty sure nobody lives down here anymore. Especially not in this house. It's getting all eaten up. Nobody lives down here anymore. So I was supposedly jump out here and swing a detector for a while. Nobody would care. This house is totally empty. But if you can see the big sinkhole right in front of me, I don't know if you can. See if I can help you see it better. Oh, no. See, you can't see it, but you can almost see it. Right? Almost. But look at this house. It's getting totally eaten up. It has numbers on the top even. It's JC6 on top of it in case the helicopters need to see and stuff. They're just tired of fixing it. They can't keep this road. They kept trying. I know they can fix it if they unlawful to litter. Yeah, it is. I know they could put a bridge here and we could get through, you know, back the bridge up a bit, but they're not going to. No reason to. But this house is gone. And there's a garden house too. Doesn't mean that one of these next door farms don't own it. But it's all done. It's all done. It's all done. Turn around pretty soon. I just have to back up a little bit. Can't remember where the turnaround thing is. Enough room to turn around. We're gonna have it pretty soon. Where's it at? I think it's right here. This is where it's enough room to turn around. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Ready? We're gonna start turning around. Turn around, Grandma. We are. This is enough room to turn around. But yeah, my house is right down this road. You go straight to my house. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think it's pretty cool. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I do. And somebody is coming down and cleaning this up because there's all kinds of litter down here. Now there's a sign about litter, which is great. Fuck for it. And that's when Graham and Kelly drowned in the river. Just, sort of. That's them, just kidding, sort of. But I don't think I get to do around these buildings. I wish I could. It's so cool. That's just cool, man. Whole building. But I look at the landscape over to the left and it's so wavy and deep that, man, when it fills up with water, it's a lake. It's a total lake, and you know it does. But again, like I said, that's part of the reason why it doesn't flood at my house. You know, at my actual acres, because I'm just up a bit. And all this over here is taken in the water. There's some garbage. What punks? I should pick that up. I'm gonna go pick that up real quick. Hold on. We're gonna pick that up real quick. That's totally unnecessary. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. There was still some beer in that. Now Granny, ooh, now Granny gets pulled over. Ma'am, have you been drinking? No, I just spilled beer all down my arm. Phew. I lifted it up to show you guys. Yeah. See, stuff like that's so unnecessary. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Especially because for them to come down here, get the kids to come down here and drink and crap, they have to drive right past the sheriff's house. Probably the sheriff's kids, actually. You know, probably. Yeah. That house has to be vacant. They have a raised garage pad too, like mine. I'd love to metal detector on these. This is super cool. I wonder if I could just metal detector on the back. No, I have to keep smile out, keep out. It's an old truck. Very cool. An old guy does live here. This is where it's on getting the mail. Barely walked. It was kind of scary. I'm gonna stop the truck quick and pop out and give my hand. Don't fall over. No, sir, don't fall over. I wonder why they call it Vance Creek. I gotta look. I'm sure creek goes into those holding areas. Those holding areas are more like for overflow of flooding. Everything in this valley is about flooding. This land is purposely raised and shallowed in places. I know it is, in order to absorb the water. I could have got that one. I missed that one. Get that another time. Should stop to grab that garbage too. It won't hurt me to grab garbage. There's another couple cans. Let's grab these guys too. More garbage. I guess I never drove so slow and paid so much attention. I definitely would not come back here when it was flooding to see if what I think is true. But yeah, there's a big raised and lowered places just for the water. But that whole area over there turns into a lake too. Yeah, they're going to be in trouble if that bridge doesn't get fixed, though. That's one thing I'm very fortunate about. Right? Not depending on a breaking bridge. Not the viaduct, Kelly. Yeah, but the viaduct goes up to the business park, so it's always going to be kept up. There's other ways around to the business park too, but it's always going to be kept up. What did you tie so many things on your wire for? Looked like it had an electric box on it. Well, we cleaned up some garbage today. My truck smells like old beer right now. I know, little things like this just feels good to do. I don't know why more people don't pick up the environment around them. This is my street. I know it doesn't go through anymore, so technically it's not my street, but it is my street. And I can't see any reason why people are doing what they're doing. It takes me a minute to pick it up. I am going to grab a garbage can, one of my old plastic garbage can, put a few holes in the bottom, set it up on the raised deck up against the house, and start putting all the aluminum cans in there, so we'll make sure they don't go through the fire. And I'll take another one and put all the bottles in there. Make sure that doesn't go through the fucker. I think most of the time when they want to recycle bottles, they would like them not to have any, what you call it, any labels on it. But I don't know. That's a big deal. I just let one of the tubs fill up with water first and throw them in there first. That'd be yucky. That'd be yucky, but it would work. So this is Wenzel Slough Road once again. This is my road. I just live on the other side of the break. And this comes out of Vance Creek. We can go up around if we want to the up around to the like to the business park and then down again. So let's see. Bridge. This bridge is going, guys. Going, going, gone. Bye. Oh my gosh. All right. Shoot. There's 3 bridges that I know of that need to be replaced immediately or sooner, right? And they know it too, because they're all marked up and slowed down. And this used to be an airport right here next to me to my left. I don't think it still is. It used to be. Gates open. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, they're fishing out of here all the time. With all the warnings of all the badness. I don't know why they have problems here. Because I thought this was because of Vance Creek. You know, Vance Creek County Park. But, you know, water has to flow in order for things to be good. They'll have kayaks stay out if. All the warnings. Yeah, just to walk up and down even this area that's now over to the left. The metal detecting the gravel would be good because people are here all the time. The more people are, the lose monies and other stuff. Someone's sleeping in their van right there. Yeah, here's the county park again, Vance Creek County Park. We are not going to stop, I decided today. I'm worn out. Let's do a stop and a start. And we're going to take you back up around my house the other way. Okay? Stop.